and today we're gonna recreate effects from Shang-Chi. Hello guys, my name is Guide, and this is the third episode of VFX Re-creation. Not usually 100%, I did this show in Thai, but today it's going to be a bit special because I did it in English instead. So basically, this show, I just recreate effects from blockbuster films or movies. And one more special thing is we have a sponsor, which is BIGFILMS, which they sell a great variety of special effect stock footages that you can use easily. And this episode I'm gonna use a lot of these packs for creating these spectacular effects. I'm gonna recreate effects from Shang-Chi, which is a Marvel movie that is on the theater right now, and the special effect is quite interesting and I want to create the same vibe. The first thing I need to do is to find some shots that I can make from the trailer. So I select the two last shots. A bit complex, but I think I can handle it. The next part is shooting. We got a nice portable green screen here, and we also have some lighting setup of it. So we have key light and rim light. With both of them, we bought it like just $40 approximately. Using real light setup, it's gonna help the effects a little bit more interesting and more believable. To be honest, it's quite difficult to copy exact action from the final trailer, but I mean, we try our best and the result is quite not that great, but we can make it better using visual effects. Okay, let's jump right into editing section. We are going to use After Effects Element 3D, which is a 3D plugin for After Effects, and the stock footage for BIGFILMS, which I'm going to use their Blockbuster Starter Pack and Astra Pack. So we're gonna bring green screen footages that we shot previously into After Effects, and then we're gonna key the green out using key lights and alpha matte. Sometimes you have some kind of green reflex or some kind of green color that appear on your costume or body, so adding advanced spill suppressor can help this to reduce the hue and saturation of the green. Then we're gonna find some 3D models. I'm going to use Pixel Bridge, which is a source that provides some 3D models texture for 3D software. I'm going to import the ground models and also the rock mountain model into Element 3D. We're going to add some texture into those models. For the ground model, I'm going to place all around in the front using repetition in Element 3D. I'm going to create some camera animation using keyframes to see and visualize the shot first. I also add some lights where the ring is going to be appear, so these lights will help 3D and the 2D elements blend together. You can see that it gives some nice effects and realistic reflection. And for the background, I'm going to use pictures from Pixels, which is a mountain with some cloudy sky. I need to add some color adjustment to it to match it with the foreground. For the mountains, I'm gonna push it a little bit backwards to create some depth. The next part is the rings. So I just do some simple basic 3D modeling inside the Element 3D and just repeat it. Add some keyframe, add some animation to the rings, and we are good to go. The next part is going to be a fun part, which we're gonna add some stock elements, we're gonna add some effects. The first thing I add is some smoke, some kind of dust because of the impact and the shockwave that come from some kind of magical power that they are fighting. Then I'm going to add some lightning with some glow and some roughened edges to make it look more dynamics. These stock visual effect videos can be found in Blockbuster Starter Pack. And the last thing we need to do is some kind of power that comes from the rings. So I'm going to use the texture from Astra, which is the nebula texture, which provides some kind of magical energy feeling. After that, I'm going to add some color corrections, make it move a little bit, and I need to add CC cylinder to make it look like a tube of the power. And we can add some distortion effects like turbulent displays, roughened edges, CC vector blur, and the last thing we're gonna add is some glow effects. Then I'm gonna copy the layer for 2 to 3 times and arrange them in the places where it needs to be. Okay, now we have some good guy power effects with some orange shade. Next, I'm going to do the effects for the villain, or I mean this guy. Basically, his power is a bit different from the previous one. It looks like lightning or electricity shock. So instead, I gonna use the stock footages again, which is electricity. I'm gonna duplicate it in different layers and arrange them randomly to create some varieties of electric shock. So now we are done with important parts of the effects. It's time to just do some kind of compositing, like add some light leaks, renders or lens flares. Also add some camera shake to create some kind of impact to the video. So that's it for the rough processes of making this shot. I'm going to make another shot too with some kind of close-up, but I mean overall it's just the same process. Just use the same kind of stock footages but in different angles and just, you know, change the position rotation to match with the shots, and that's it. And here's the final result.
The Legends of the Ten Rings.
On the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the bag like here I go again.
Thanks to BIGFILMS to provide us these awesome, cool stock footages of visual effects, and I'm really glad to you know, play with, experiment with these stuff and create new things. So yeah. So I will leave the links in my description. If you guys interested, just check them out. This is my first time I actually did video in English, so if you guys want this more, just leave a comment below, and yeah, see you later, and thanks for watching.
On the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the